And welcome back to the Angela Maxwell and Lucretia Rouse Morning Show. And we are so
Yay!
excited to be
Yes,
out of
we
the studios and sitting at the lake. It is so beautiful. It's not so hot, even though in sunny South Florida it is hot. And I'm pretty much sure the weather girl, Lou, has that. She knows what the weather is today. So we're going to find out from her how we doing.
Well, actually, today we're actually cooler than usual. Thank God. Today we were high 87, but it feels like, because of the humidity, it feels like it's like 100 degrees.
Yeah.
But it really is not. We're in the high 87. Tonight we'll be in the low 80s, which is very nice. Tomorrow we'll be in the high 80s again, 89 degrees, and then we'll cool it back down to the low 80s, which is good. We're going to have some breezes in, and then later on in the week we're going to have some showers.
Yes.
So that's what we got with the Kingdom Girl weather.
Thank you.
So dress cool and keep hydrated.
That's what we need right now, some hydration.
And you don't want to lose self-control in this type of weather.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, that's our topic for today, lack of self-control. And the reason why this has come to me, I really don't know why it's come to me, it just did. I guess because we as, people, we need to try to maintain self-control.
Yes.
And it's very hard to do. It is. But once you practice it and put everything in perspective, then it makes it a little easier for you to contain, because no one has the authority to come in your space, you see. And if if they have access and they do come in your space, then that's when you have to perform and operate in self-control.
That's right.
And just because somebody disrespects you, again, you have to put it in perspective. And again, you have to say, you know what, I am a woman of God, I am a man of God, or I am a child of God, and we have to represent the kingdom in a way-like manner.
Yes.
So what do I look like? Because people are always watching. And what do I look like going up on this person? I know I want to go up on this person, but what does that look like to the kingdom if I'm going up on this person? How can I go up on this person and then preach love the next day?
That's right.
That's not going to work, So you have to practice self-control. It's not only just for the Christians. We are
That's right.
we are world-based here.
That's
and
right.
we need to practice more self-control, because it's getting really out of hand. I mean, oh gosh, things are happening. You got fights breaking out in grocery stores.
Come on, in shoe stores.
Oh God, you got fights breaking out in grocery stores. Is it that big of a deal? I mean, is it that big of an issue? Just let it go. And I know sometimes these things be hard. Ooh, look here. These things be really, really hard for us to let go. But I'm telling you, once you practice it and put it in your system and start just letting it out and just, practicing it over and over again, perfect practice makes perfect. And if you continue to do that, I'm telling you, you will benefit in your life from it. I'm telling you. And again, I've seen people fight about a place in a line in a grocery store. I'm talking about fight. Where police were involved, one person's going to jail, one person's getting hauled up in an ambulance. And you got to have that self-control. Yes, the economy is bad right now. Yes, things are going on in this world right now. But again, you have to maintain self-control. It's important to you. It's important to you. It's important to your children.
Yes.
It's important to your livelihood, your families, to practice this self-control. Because we see many things arise in this world because of lack of self-control.
Yes. And it just goes to start off even with the road rage.
Yes.
And that's practicing self-control. Because someone cuts you off, it doesn't give you the opportunity to follow the person, chase them down, because so many people have gotten murdered because of that same reason. And there are so many ways to have self-control, because we need to learn how to constrain ourselves.
Yeah.
Dealing with our children, dealing with our husbands, dealing with our friends. I mean, you got to have some self-control. And not only that, especially if you are in the kingdom, you must practice self-control, because what self-control does is prevent you from entering into temptations where you don't want to go.
That's right.
I mean, self-control goes so deep. I mean, and when I think about self-control, I think about temperance, where you have to be able to control yourself, that you don't fall into any sexual sins, you don't fall into thievery, you don't fall into lying, you don't fall into talking so much and being so out of order. You don't talk out of turn, because I found a lot of people that just talk out of turn. They just talk too much because They don't know how to even control their tongue. There is no self-control. They want to talk about everything. They want to be in the midst of everything. And where's the self-control? Sometimes it's good to just sit back and shut up.
And you have to analyze things because, and I'm so happy that I've learned that over the amount of years. And it takes, a lot of practice and hard work, and then you begin to learn wisdom from it. Because it's not good to be always trying to, just being quiet is a great way of self-control.
Yes, it is.
It's not good to always be out and about, being involved in issues and predicaments, and even talking yourself into predicaments, because it opens up doors to so many territories that you don't really want to go in.
Yes.
Okay? Not only that, but I think also self-control practices good patience.
Oh, yes.
You got to have good patience, and both of those go hand in hand. Now you know this person cut you off, and that offended you, because you was driving along in the right. But again, that does not give you the right to go hound this person, blow this person all the way over to the next, to the next traffic light, or follow them, get out and patronize them and pull a gun on them. We've had that before too.
Yes.
And it is not worth it. Is it that serious?
No, it's not. And what it is everybody is in a hurry. And everybody is about what matters to them.
Yeah.
And what has happened is that no one considers the next person.
Yeah.
No one even thinks about the next person. It's all about me and what I need to do, and it's me, and what about everybody else? And I believe that this is the hour of patience.
Yeah, it is.
Because if you're going to deal with people, you're going to have some self-control.
Yeah.
Because even as a kingdom girl, where we're going, we're going to meet all different manners of personality.
Right.
And we're going to have to be able to have self-control because they go off on us, because they want to assist us, because they may not have their T-shirt order right. That doesn't mean that, okay, we blow off because we can.
Right.
Because we had to stay in the line a little bit longer than anyone else, that doesn't mean that we get all out of control, all bent out of shape, and now we miss a great opportunity because we didn't have patience. Lord have mercy. Self-control means sitting in a doctor's office when you didn't plan on it and not getting upset because there are hundreds of people before you.
Oh, yes. Also, self-control is when you've been on hold, okay, say with the child support office. You've been on hold for 40 minutes, and then when you get on the line, it accidentally hangs up.
Wow.
Now that's self-control. And I know you want to get in your car and go down there and really ream them out, but that's not a good idea.
That's right.
That's not a good idea. So what you have to do, call back, wait again, and say, you know what? Or call back the next day. Cool off. You got to have those cool off moments. Self-control is just taking it all in, looking at it from perspective, viewing it, and analyzing it. And I love also with self-control, you don't have to answer a question right away.
Yes.
With self-control, you don't have to do so many things right away and be so impulsive right away. I like self-control because it helps you gain instead of losing. Because when you have that self-control, you can practice good habits. When things come to you, self-control is like, let me not jump on this right away. Let me sit back and analyze this. Because I know a lot of people have made some terrible, terrible mistakes because of lack of self-control and rushing and jumping into things. Jumping into affairs, jumping into jobs, jumping into so many things because they lack that self-control to just wait.
And that's what it is. And what I love about it is because if you're out of control, what about the person that you're dealing with them being out of control? And now not only has it escalated, that person may have rage in them. And now you have two people in a heated argument, and I guarantee you someone is going to get injured. And what happens is self-control can be this. I mean, if you're in the midst of an argument and you understand that this person is a person that can escalate quickly from one state to another, there are triggers that you should not push. But when you're out of control, you're going to push those triggers on that person, because you're used to a situation escalating.
Right.
Well, that could cost you your life.
Yes, it could.
Not only you, that can cause someone else in your circle to be injured because you lost control.
Right.
Now, that person was not able to control themselves, but you were able to control the entire